Hello and welcome to another live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and welcome to another week of Miracle Match and double donations for rescues like Miss Daisy here, as well as welcome to a new Miracle Match goal, which we're looking forward to highlighting today. A goal that is kind of wrapped around one of, a lot of people's favorite tigers. And admittedly, we're going to be going and visiting with that tiger. That would be, of course, Dash. But kicking off our live post with a little box destruction, Daisy hyping up Miracle Match and the double match in the best way possible with a cat in a box. And even better, a big cat in a box.
Big cat in a big box.
Big cat in a big box. Thank you, Olivia. Susan Minta saying, hello, Judson. Hey, Susan. Happy Tuesday, happy Miracle Match. Daisy is, she's ready to strut her stuff and have some tiger fun with this Miracle Match box. Let's see who else is here on this Tuesday. Maria Pagano. Hey, Maria. Hello, Judson and Daisy from sunny Philadelphia. Glad to hear you're getting some sun out east, Maria. I think it's been a wild weather pattern out there, hasn't it, for you? Jeremy saying, hey, y'all. Hey, Jeremy. Kendra ditto, good afternoon, and look at Daisy go, everyone. If you're just tuning in, that box, well, it had Miracle Match written on it. Daisy has turned it over and torn it apart. Certainly, you all know, and if you are not aware, right now, through April 30th it's one of the most effective times to help our rescues here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Your donations are doubled, that is right, doubled for our rescues now until April 30th. Miss Daisy is, she's just one of 150 rescues who gets to benefit from that matching support. And her tearing up a Miracle Match box, certainly fun for her and fun for us. Arlene Ramirez saying, Daisy. Hello, Judson Olivia from sunny California.
Hello.
Hi, Arlene. Glad to have you with us, checking in from the West Coast. And Olivia, well, it's, we might be hanging out with one of our rescue tigers right now. This is Tigress Daisy. But this week, we have a new Miracle Match goal. We are doing it for Dash, but what exactly are we doing for Dash?
Good question, Judson. Well, Dash, just like any of our 15 tigers here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, has a very unique personality all his own. And Dash, maybe about a year and a half ago, decided that he didn't like one of our golf carts. And you might be wondering, why are we talking about golf carts here at the Wildcat Sanctuary? And it's a good question. Well, the media team and Tammy, we use those golf carts just like caretakers use UTVs. We use them to get around the sanctuary. We use them to cart around our supplies. We use them to cart around guests, volunteers, you name it. And so having an essential vehicle like that is very important, but Dash decided that our biggest and most vibrant golf cart was not his jam. He was very, very cautious about it, and then it turned more into complete avoidance. He would go inside when it was around. Sometimes he'd even somehow sense it on the other side of the sanctuary and would go inside, and so we tried doing a few things to adjust it. We even changed its color to green, from red to green. But nothing seemed to work, and then all of a sudden one day, Judson, you weren't even here. I hear a radio call over the radio. Is the golf cart supposed to be smoking? And poor Jody, she was doing a family tour, and
exactly, Jody, our donor services person, exactly, was doing their friends and family tour, and the thing went up in smoke.
It truly actually went up in smoke, and that was kind of the end of the golf cart there. And so, of course, we wanted to explore our options, but to get it fixed, it would have cost almost as much as a new golf cart. Of course, the time to get it fixed would have been extensive. So kind of going over our options, we kind of just decided that for Dash's sake, for the media team's sake, that a new one would probably be best. So that's what we're asking for your support for this week.
That's right, Olivia. And what is the cost of this new golf cart exactly? It's, it's not a small number, certainly.
No, well, we're asking you all to help us raise $15,000, and that $15,000 will be doubled, of course, to $30,000, which will help us get that new golf cart. And I assure you, it will not be red. I hope hope Dash can hear me from here. The new golf cart will not be red. I believe we're looking at blue specifically, so.
Exactly. And, some of the things we're scratching our head about, is it the size of the golf cart? Well, we have this, we also have a 6-seater that's gas powered. Well, and, is it the silent, is it the silent aspect of it since it was an electric golf cart? Well, we have a smaller electric golf cart. I think it was kind of the combination of those two. It's a 6-seater and it's electric. And, who knows? I think we often commend our rescues for, some of those wild tendencies that they hold on to. And Dash is, not only an apex predator, but he's also, he's got those wild genetics, and that makes him, that's a cat who's looking out for their own. They know that anything could be, the next something. So maybe he's just overly concerned about that large golf cart, thinking it's some type of predator towards him. We just don't know. And as Olivia described, we tried kind of doing the math to get to the bottom of it. We spray painted it. We took the mirrors off. We've done a lot of different things. And certainly so. We're on about 40 acres here. It not only helps the media team get around and take our photos and gather content efficiently, but just like Olivia said, those few times that we do have donor events, the few times when we do have on-site tours by, for example, friends and family tours from interns or caretakers, staff members.
We had a senator visit one time.
We did.
You name it.
Exactly.
I mean, any visitor that might come to the Wildcat Sanctuary, all important, and we want to make sure that they're getting around in style too.
So definitely a fun goal, and heck, that is quite the golf cart. So it is a 6-seater. What we're hoping for that's going to make all the difference is that this one makes a little bit of noise. And I think, again, it's kind of that electric hum, well, that maybe the absence of a hum, that maybe just got Dash a little funked out by it. So we're going to do it for Dash, and thank you guys for stepping up and doing the same. And Daisy, she says, well, I had a blast with my Miracle Matchbox. There are about 70 people watching. Welcome, everyone. So glad to have you with us. Look at Daisy. I think we all have seen our domestic cats at home sitting in front of a pile of destroyed cardboard with a certain look of confidence and accomplishment on their face. I know my cat at home, Cedar, does plenty of destructive activities and then just sits on top of her mess and says, hey, look what I did.
Absolutely. I can't even tell what that box was, Daisy, just 2 minutes ago.
But happy Miracle Match, and so glad to have you all with us. But of course, we're talking all about Dash, and we're hanging out with Miss Daisy here. So we are going to go walk over and say hi to Mr. Dash, rather. And continue promoting this week's weekly goal. We do it for Dash, and we're hoping to raise money towards a new golf cart here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
And of course, she says you can't go without a tiger stock from Daisy.
Without a quintessential Daisy stock and pounce. Nice job. I couldn't even zoom out fast enough. What, are you not in the chuffing mood? Or
That's okay.
She says, I'm still stocky.
I know. I'm in the box destroying mood.
All right, Miss Daisy, you go do your thing, and we're going to continue on and visit with your tiger next door neighbor. And speaking of next door neighbors, we have one tiger to say hi to before we get to Dash here. Hi, Miss Indy.
Hi, Indy.
She says I'm also in stalking mode too.
But she was able to spare one chuff.
Exactly. She did share chuff with us. It's also worth saying that a majority of our rescued tigers are over here in Wild Woodlands. So obviously Dash, if he's feeling uncertain about a golf cart, he's got a lot of tiger crutches around here. But looking forward to putting that behind us, of course, Miss Indy.
Absolutely.
And she says, I'm impartial towards the golf cart. I really go with the flow. But again, I can think of a lot of moments where Dash, his life is just made a little bit more complicated by that long, big green golf cart.
I know. Dash is such a funny tiger. He has his own story, and I think it would only be fitting that we cater to him after a whole life of catering to him, Judson, here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So I'm so glad that you all get to be a part of that too, because I know that everybody loves Dash.
That's right, and I saw Maria Pagano, mention, I think your comment said something to the effect of that you're surprised Dash is even, afraid of anything, and I kind of laughed that Tim was reviewing the e-newsletter that Tammy wrote, and she kind of just put it right out on Front Street as that big, formidable tiger that we know, but despite his large size, he is still a baby inside. And yeah, it is like that. But obviously something just like anything, we're going to take note of it and make sure that if there is something that we can do to intervene and make a cat more comfortable, we're going to do that, Dash. We're going to do it for Dash.
Exactly. And I think you also put it nicely, Judson, that these are wild animals. They do have instincts. They are here in captivity. And I can only imagine the small things that we would never notice that really are kind of surprising or even off-putting to a wild animal with different levels of senses. He has better hearing than us, better smelling, and just what it's like to kind of tear. So size, but ultimately I can't blame you, Dash, if one thing gets you down over the others.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that's a question that many, just if you're watching a live post, how often people will comment do you allow tours? And then obviously for the so many reasons that we explain why we're closed to the public, easily a cat like Dash, his day can be affected by a change. And again, just one of the many reasons why when it comes to the Wildcat Sanctuary and being a true rescue sanctuary for our cats here, that we are not going to try to put them in a situation where they'd feel uncomfortable for profit. This is Dash's this is Dash's wild at heart life, and he gets to be afraid of a golf cart as he wants to, and we're going to make sure that we're going to make sure we make that situation upright, rather, Mr. Dashers.
And even the occasional, visitor, because we mentioned donor events, whatever, we try to keep that as routine as possible. So that's why it's really important to have things like a golf cart that is routine. It's essential that we make sure that routine is comfortable. That is everything we do here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Operant conditioning is done to make sure the cats are comfortable here in this environment. Their food, their routine, the same caretakers, the same people they see every day. This is why we're closed to the public, like you said. I think that this perfectly and seamlessly kind of fits into our mission, even though that might seem surprising. Dash, you're so crazy.
Indy got you, Dashers. This is a great question and a funny question that you have. Jeff Dearman asked, do tigers like boxes like house cats? Hi, from Winchester, Massachusetts, or Boston. Well, Jeff, you are in for a treat because you will have to go and watch the beginning of this live post, and you will have that answer for you. A history of do big cats like boxes would expect. Just looking through a few more comments here.
You can also hear how quiet, it's pretty quiet right now. I think it's nice to spend some quiet time with the cats too, Judson.
That's right. And as always, getting to hear our facility team
I know.
working in the distance too, in a good way.
Exactly.
Always up to some productive sanctuary to do here.
I see Daisy off there in the distance, still kind of picking away at her box. I think that'll be entertainment for at least a couple more hours, if not a few days, Judson.
Here goes Dash. Just looking through a few more comments and questions. Heather Boatman saying hello. Hey, Heather. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday. Marcy, appreciate you answering Jeff's question about cats and boxes. And then again, Jeff, be sure to watch the beginning of this live post, and you'll have your question answered for you.
What do you think, Dash? Dash got some fun enrichment of sorts a couple of days ago, Judson, that I'm sure we'll be posting about this week. So don't fret, Dash. You get some enrichment too. I know we started off with Daisy, but do you want to maybe go into a little bit of revealing, Judson, about what Dash got a few days ago?
Well, I do know what he got. I think you're maybe alluding to his turkeys.
I am alluding to his turkeys. So I think it's worth mentioning that, Dash is kind of keeping himself entertained right now, but everybody's on a rotation of fun and exciting enrichment schedule. So I'm glad to see Daisy, though, enjoying that box over there.
Yep, taking it in and out, but we're going to walk over and maybe see if we can say hi to Nova or maybe Thor Jr., but glad we're getting a little dose of Dash here, of course, as we promote our new Miracle Match goal. Michael asking, how's Tarek doing? Tarek's doing well. Tarek is doing very well. He is, obviously, like many of the Tigers, I think, not so much like Thor Jr. up here, who's already kind of pulled the leftover in his Life is good for Tarek Michael. Oh my word, Nova. One thing I can always expect from Tarek is a lot, still an enthusiastic greeting, but a lot less energetic than what we just saw from Nova here. Hi, pretty Miss Nova. She says, I don't really mind that golf cart, but if my neighbor does, I'm willing to do it for Dash. And even Nova wants to stalk Victoria from afar. And also faux marking the paparazzi here.
And Nova, it looks like just the beginnings maybe of starting to lose that winter coat. Okay. I think the tigers are perhaps looking just a bit sleeker. I'm curious to see, Judson, when, they'll kind of cross the threshold officially into a spring coat. But she does look a little less plush to me.
I can see that. I think, we are slowly going to see that transition. And especially since spring I feel like springing a little early this season, too.
There's Thor.
Yeah.
Grooming himself.
He says,
just finished playtime.
I was going to say, he says, I've had a busy morning so far. I've been out and about a few times today, and Thor, at least one time, was already knocking around that blue ball we see over here inside of his pool. Things certainly are looking a little brown around here, but believe it or not, it'll start getting green soon, Mr. Thor.
Hi, Thor.
Hey, mister. Thor, how do you feel about doing it for Dash? He says, I'll do anything for any of my tiger neighbors.
That's so sweet, Thor.
That is right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, everyone, it is a Tuesday here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We are getting our full dose of rescued tiger here, visiting with now just about every single tiger here in Wild Woodlands. And particularly visiting with Tiger Dash, because we have a new Miracle Match goal this week, and we are helping to do it for Dash and raise money towards a new golf cart. You guys know the drill by now, but as always, it's worth repeating. You can give right here on this post. You can give us a call at 320-245-6871. We have this handy dandy Miracle Match bit.ly link that you're able to click, and it'll take you right to our donate page, where you're able to help towards these weekly Miracle Match goals. Or maybe it's something else where you want to join our monthly pride and become a sustaining supporter. Well, monthly prides match. Well, maybe you want to take a cat like Thor Jr. under your wing as a sponsor parent. Well, sponsorships are doubled too. So a lot to get excited about, Mr. Thor Jr., in addition to doing it for Dash and helping us raise money for a scaredy cat tiger. And Dash, we love you, and he's entitled to be a little uncertain of that golf cart, and we are here to help make sure that he can be as comfortable as possible here in his rescued life.
Exactly.
What do you think, Mr. Handsome?
Jeff's? Yeah, that's...
He says, howdy, howdy. Well, cool, everyone. Maria asking, does Thor Jr. like Pretty Girls Indian Nova? The answer to that is yes. Thor Jr., they could be boy, girl, whoever. Thor Jr. just wants an audience, as you can see now, Maria. As any eyes on Thor are welcome, and are welcome eyes. Yeah. It's worth mentioning the Cougars across the way, the three wild. That would be Miss Rainier, Tacoma, and Quincy. They get a big hoot out of watching this guy.
Yeah, I think that's so well said, Judson. He just loves an audience. I see Thor kind of turn on in a way when somebody's watching, whether that be Nova, the Cougars, you or I buzzing past, a caretaker. He likes to put on a little bit of a show.
He does. And if you like having spectators, we're more than happy to give you some applause, Mr. Handsome. Well, cool. Let's go circle back. We're going to just say hi to Dash. A hi and bye to Mr. Dash, that is.
He is waiting for us.
Yeah, he's looking kind of rather owl-like on his platform way across the way. Oh, but now I think he's stalking Victoria. Yeah. But tomorrow's Wednesday. Olivia, what's our live plan for tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't remember. Judson,
okay,
do you remember?
Shame on me.
I know.
But of course, you can look forward to another installment of live posts here at the Wildcat Sanctuary call. You know, a little, and sometimes, just sometimes, Dash can get a certain urge. And I think we're seeing that here. All right, Dashers, clean it up, mister. Yes. Yeah, you're a kooky man.
You're crazy. He says, I'm just a teenage boy.
Yes. And we don't need to highlight Mr. Dashers here,
No.
but he says, I'm unique in my own right.
Oh, Dashy. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. That's a much
Settle
more
down.
G-rated conclusion to my
Yes.
live post here, Mr. Dashers. You can see that sky behind us. We're just kind of hovering between overcast. It's sunny for a bit, then it's overcast, but ultimately good cat weather.
It is good cat weather. You know, it's not too cold, Judson. It's not rainy. It's not hot. It is good, breezy, cool cat weather.
Faith saying hi to Victoria across the way. Thank you for that, Faith.
Good zoomy weather.
Yeah, with a little bit of a zoom and a goof. He's off on his way here. Well, cool, everyone. Glad that we got to, of course, kick off this new weekly goal with the one, the only Tiger Dash, because that's what we're doing. We're doing it for Dash, and we appreciate your guys' support on yet another Miracle Match goal that you guys have been awesome stepping up for. And so far, we've helped cats, we've helped humans, and that's what it's all about here during these months of Miracle Match is trying to make the biggest impact that we can, and that wouldn't be possible without your matching support.
Exactly, and really special to kind of share maybe more of the inside scoop of how the sanctuary works. Speaking of inside scoop, Judson, we'll just do a plug quickly. If you aren't signed up for our e-news, of course, that's the quickest and best way to know sanctuary news, such as what our goals are going to be for the week, especially during Miracle Match. But Inside Scoop is now a new addition to our e-news, and I know that the Inside Scoop this week in particular is really special. I would say go sign up for the e-news if you haven't already, and find more specific things about Sanctuary during Miracle Match, like the overnight shift or how we use golf carts, Judson.
That's exactly. From the top to the bottom, they're learning how the sausage is made here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, so to speak. All right, Mr. Dashers, have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, Dash and everyone watching. Please go back and watch the full live post. If you turned in partway through, we got to kick things off with Daisy shredding and tearing apart a Miracle Match box. So it's always fun to watch coming and rounding it off with some nice and pleasant moments with Dash and some of our other rescued tigers here. You back here on a live post tomorrow, but for now, have an excellent and safe rest of your day, and we will see you back here at the Wildcat Sanctuary soon.
Bye, everyone!